Okay, I'm going to be putting together a Windsor Design 60-inch 4-drawer hardwood workbench I got from Harbor Freight.
Okay, my goal is to give an overview and tips and tricks on how to build this workbench. I picked it up on sale at Harbor Freight for around 119. I think it retails around 150. One of the things when unpacking, you probably want to look for pieces under the tabletop. So I unpacked it and then I realized that there were more parts under the tabletop. The instructions are fairly complete, but they're missing some key points that I'll try to go through in this video. The other thing is all the small parts, the screws and nuts and bolts, come in a nice sort of bag with a little map or mat that they lie on, so you can keep keep track of them. Here's one of the challenging parts: is putting on the crossbars for the table legs. It says here you need two people to do this. You could probably do it with one. You need to hold the screw holder or bolt holder in place. Their little piece that goes in there. Use a screwdriver to do it. Here's one of my first mistakes. I put the crossbar on the front in the back. They're actually interchangeable, but one of them has a sticker on it that has the weight requirements for the bench, and so I wanted that sticker on the back, and so I just put it in. Um, Here, and again, another tricky part where you put the lower shelf in and then put the front crossbar on. Again, you need a screwdriver to hold the bolt holder in place, and then you use an Allen wrench to put that bolt in. Now, here I thought I was being clever, and I went out of order in the directions, and I decided to build two of the drawers first. Now, assembling the drawers first, I thought because there are four drawers, the drawer faces wouldn't line up. But that's actually not true, and so I recommend going in the order of directions and doing the drawers last. You can actually do them on top of the workbench, which is kind of convenient. Here I'm making another mistake, and I wouldn't realize it until later, but I'm putting on the slides of the drawers backwards, and so they won't slide into the drawer. Most of the pieces on this workbench are labeled front and back. Oh, here's an intermission. Here's the one piece that was broken. The handles on the drawers were broken because they were sort of squeezed together. They're stored separately from the other small parts, and I think they just get crushed in the shipping. Harbor Freight was kind of nice. They didn't want to exchange the whole thing because that would have been a waste, so they just gave me some Gorilla Glue for free. So getting back to the drawers, um, I'm putting the drawers on backwards. The side panels you put on first, then you put in the bottom and the back panel. They screw in fairly easily by the instructions, but what I don't realize is the runners on the side of the drawers are actually put in backwards, and I won't realize this until I put the drawers back in. Here I'm putting the table in, and I put the feet on. I put the table upside down. What I realize now is that you actually have to put the middle piece in first. And so this middle piece here on the bottom here, which will hold the drawers, is actually very convenient. There's a slot on the bottom of the table, so you don't have to measure it. It's fairly easy. It's labeled front and back. Now you put the legs on. Again, make sure you realize what's front and back, front being where the drawers are. And then finally, this is the third cross beam I'm going to be putting in. It's the one that goes underneath the drawers, holds the middle piece, and gives it some security. Here I'm sort of securing down the tabletop top with the screws and bolts provided. And here's the third cross beam. Now you think it might be difficult rather, to line this up, but there's actually nice grooves on all the different pieces to put all the pieces together. Here I'm going to put in the two drawers that I had made. Oh, excuse me. Here's the vise clamp on the side. And then finally I'm realizing that the hard way that the drawer sides were put on backwards. Here what I'm doing is I'm testing one of the side pieces to see how it fits on, and I've realized I've put the side on backwards. I thought I'd be clever and try to reverse the rails on this without disassembling the drawers. Here's a slow-mo showing the front end of the drawer, which is actually in the back on this piece. But there's a closed end, a little knob there that prevents the drawer from sliding all the way out. That should go in the front. And this goes into the back to receive the drawer. So that should slide into the drawer first, and then that closed knob is the front of the drawer. So here what I'm doing is disassembling the drawers and now putting them in correctly. Oh, actually, this is where I tried to reverse the rails on the drawer. Actually, I built the third drawer correctly. I tried to reverse the rails on the drawers and put them in, but this will not work. Finally, I ended up just disassembling the drawers that I had made previously and put them in together. And what's nice is, although I was worried about this at the beginning, the drawers line up pretty well and the four faces of the drawers line up. So you don't have to worry about adjusting the faces of the drawers and screwing them, even though the faces of the drawers don't have clear guides, and there's some leeway into where you can put the faces on relative to the sides of the drawers. The drawers are pretty simple. The parts are interchangeable, although they're packed in separate areas of the packing, so you want to probably lay out all the parts and put them together. But the four drawer parts are interchangeable, or excuse me, the parts for the four drawers are interchangeable. And there you go. I hope you have fun. Good luck. Leave any questions in the comment section and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks.